We are building my setup.
Are you sure you're in the frame here, lady? We are thinking about putting Ally's gaming setup in our bedroom underneath the TV, actually utilizing the TV as a monitor for herself. So if she doesn't want to sit at the desk, she can just put it on there, lay in bed, put the beanbag, whatever she wants. But this is the space, and this is where we're hardwired internet as well, so it just makes it super convenient.
We're going to home. It's not my fault you don't clean your closet.
Don't let them see that. This cabinet was underneath the TV in our bedroom. It really just held a bunch of junk, right? Like there's really nothing in there.
I got this at Target, and Target has an amazing return policy, so we're just gonna return it and then use that money to go to Home Depot and get my
countertop. I think we're going with the 6-footer by 25 inches.
Danny the Manny is driving a pickup truck.
We have made it to Target. Look how pretty the sky is. I'm so freaking lucky to live here. Danny and I are trying to vlog more. I'm still getting used to this. I don't know if like what I put in is pointless and people want to see it. So that's hard to decide because otherwise I feel like we're just talking and it's not informative. My grandpa gave me this hat.
The return was a success.
Is it?
Yeah.
That was really fast.
I know everything on the receipt. What are you gonna order for Starbucks?
I don't know. I always try to order a caramel mocha frappuccino. But like half the time they said they don't have the stuff for it.
So we'll
and
find out.
I say, can you get me something close? And then they say, okay. And that was it. Usually.
Favorite cough drops. Actually, no, these ones are nasty.
I know, they're for me. They work. I know they're nasty, but they work, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather you can have one of these and you can just say they work, but like,
Because
you're
it's
just eating
candy
lollipop.
and cough drops in two.
No, I just need cough drops. So
We just had our first reality check. We did not get carded for the purchase of NyQuil.
yeah, I must look really old.
Yeah, I think if you shave, they would.
Do you know there was someone that said I have a like, what do you call it? A drunk dad beard.
Oh, they said you look like an alcoholic dad.
Alcoholic dad beard.
And then their profile picture was a picture of a rooster. And I was gonna reply back and I was like, oh, you look like a cock.
We just keep a lot of these things to ourselves, obviously, because we have to like, you know, sometimes we just, it's hard taking the high road, you know?
Yeah, I always want to jab at people when they jab at me. But Danny's like, oh, let's not stoop to their level. I'm like, let's stoop, I'll meet you down low, you know?
Yeah, Ally's always down to grind. Always.
1000%. I think that's why when we start GTA, I'll get a lot of my anger out of like how I'm feeling, you know? So it should be a good release. It's like a therapist.
Yeah, I feel like everything I do in GTA is gonna be so methodical. Like everything's gonna have a plan. We're gonna like know where the like.
You know my gang is gonna kill your gang.
Okay.
Home Depot on a Sunday is gonna suck balls.
Yeah.
Why do you like Home Depot over Lowe's?
I've just always been a Home Depot guy. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, Danny refuses to go to Lowe's. He thinks it's like cheating.
It's kind of like cheating. So you gotta stay true, you know.
I'm glad you have those standards for stores because I wonder what your standards are for me. That's great.
Yeah.
You're loyal to a store.
Yeah.
You're loyal to your girl.
Bleed orange, you know what I'm saying?
Made it to Home Depot. We're gonna get the butcher block, the mineral oil. Do you have the hardware at home?
I think it comes with the legs.
Okay.
So there's really not much we need. I mean, eventually I'm sure we're gonna find some things that we're gonna need, like maybe a power strip that's gonna go underneath your desk, and maybe like those metal troughs to keep the wires away from your feet and stuff.
And Danny made a purchase.
We need a shop vac,
For what?
so we don't use your nice vacuum for all the stuff that we can use a shop vac for.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
A little too late for that. That thing's already ruined.
So we're all the way in the back of Home Depot. This is where the butcher blocks are held. We have a lot of different sizes. We have the 4-footers, we have the 6-footers. We have actually 6-footers that are like 32 inches deep.
Is this what you have for your desk?
One of them, yes. So I have one of these and then like an 8-footer.
Okay.
But they're 25 inches deep. Like for instance, this one is what we used for our dining room table, which was a 6-footer, but super wide, 39 inches wide. So that's what we used for that. But for Ally's desk, we're gonna use this nice 34 by 25 by 1.5 inches.
Bro, I'm sweating balls. Are you?
A little bit.
The ones with dents because we always get a discount.
They only have it at one time.
Easy peasy.
Got the 6-foot tabletop, 2 things of mineral oil.
Total cost of the butcher block, oh my god, $259 for a desk.
The next thing we're gonna do is open up this butcher block countertop, oil it with the mineral oil, Definitely gonna have to try to get both sides. I was told by a woodworker you're supposed to finish all sides.
You have to use junk rags because that mineral oil will stain.
Put junk towels underneath. We're gonna use probably just like a old t-shirt. I actually see the one that I used for my desk in my room, so I'm definitely gonna be reusing that one.
Something biased. They filled that with wood glue.
Well, unfortunately, we couldn't see it because one of the things, these little protective corners on, and we didn't see it. So, but again, it is what it is. Ready to put mineral oil on the butcher block countertop for Ally's new setup. What we're gonna do is we're gonna probably do this 3 or 4 times. We're gonna apply oil, we'll let it absorb, wipe off the excess until the wood no longer absorbs the oil, and that's when you know you're good to go.
With no oil, and that's how you apply it. This is what it looks like with one coat. Second coat.
All right, here we go.
Fortunately, the more we stain, the more we see this little imperfection.
Couple little imperfections. There's one with there that the corner was a little messed up. Right here, there's a seam.
Yeah, that's not bad compared to the...
I already have a plan for that area, so we're good.
You're gonna cover it?
I'm gonna cover it. That's where your light's gonna clip onto the back of the desk.
Gotcha.
One last coat. I think it's really starting to kind of soak in. There's areas that are done soaking in, but you can definitely see areas where it still needs a little bit more, like here, 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 here. But we're gonna go over the whole thing again and see how it looks. So these are the legs that came from Amazon. They were relatively cheap, I think about $100 if I'm not mistaken. Comes with the hardware, comes with the feet, everything you need.
Flipping it over, getting ready to pre-drill. He's doing an inch off the edge, I guess, for both sides. Then you're splitting the difference on the edge.
On the front to back, yes. Half an inch front and back, and then an inch off the side. I'm gonna hold it in place and mark each center circle with my handy dandy pencil. This is where a lot of people cut the corner and just start drilling because they get all happy and excited. But I think it's important to take the extra steps needed. It's time to pre-drill. Make sure you're using a small drill bit that is smaller than the threads of your screw. Make sure you're marking it or something so you don't go too deep. All the holes are perfectly centered, ready to go, pre-drilled. Now it's time to drill. The extension on. In this situation, able to butt up the drill and actually go straight down with it because I would have to be drilling at an angle to get that last hole. A lot easier for me to drill in. Where you're not drilling at an angle, you're still drilling almost straight or a lot straighter than you would have. So this is why I really like this long extension that I have.
Thank you, Danny.
Let's put it in place.
All ready?
Off we go.
The desk is in the room. PC goes there.
Game plan, obviously nothing's plugged in, nothing's put into place yet. This monitor is going to be on a monitor arm, floating. It's going to be a little closer and a little lower so it doesn't block the TV. I have a second monitor to the left for all of Ally's OBS, all the programs she's going to be running for her stream, anything like that. Metal trough for all of her extra wires. So this whole setup's going to be done probably the next week or so. My hope is for next weekend, she can be up and running and playing GTA.
Thank you, Daniela, for building my setup, and thank you guys for watching our video.
Well, it's not done yet. The next video, you'll have the complete setup, but it's on its way.